Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We are sat at Toon as our express train waits for our oil train that's just passed by, which makes me think we may need to add us a signal closer to the junction. So we'll probably do that. That means it gets to pull away a little bit sooner. Today we're going to be playing with trains. Our carriages are looking a bit rough, to say the very least. Might need to clean those a little bit. But anyway, yeah. Oh no, they'll be changed, won't they? I believe they're going to be the green ones anyway, so doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to be adding our German locomotive, being pulled by some new coaches. So a big thank you to everyone down in the comments for pointing out some useful mods for us. What else are we doing today? We're going to get our new commuter up and running. Now remember, this map and this playthrough, it's a compromise between recreation at a very squished scale, game mechanics and aesthetics to come up with a Swiss themed map that could exist in real life. Some of the tracks are very close, so that's why some of our services may not fully represent what's going on. Anyway, should we get on with it? I have finished off some of this station. It's a little bit tidier now. Still a little bit of work could be done. We've got the UI back up. As you can see, we've got plenty of money. I've put some little fences around here, blocked off the nothingness. I'll be really intrigued to see how they actually use this. If they walk off down here, I can hide some fences down there that they won't walk across. So that's the plan if that happens. This still needs a bit of tidying up. I don't know whether I did that. I'll say yes. I've done some weeding, not on this one because it's not in use yet. And yes, our refinery. It's gone up to 300, and in fact 400 is what the maximum production will be. And that isn't fully upgraded. So this is kind of a boosted one, isn't it? I don't believe they usually go up that high. Oh, that's interesting. We may need a longer train and possibly more trains because that is filling up fast. Well, that's good news. 2 trains might do it. I think what we'll do then is, once this is dropped off, we'll add a few more wagons on there. Just to get it beefed up a little bit and make a little bit more money from it. Oh, do you know what we could do here? This wasn't planned, but I did say we'd do it anyway. Since we haven't got much... Oh, there's a vehicle there. I was going to say, since we haven't got much in the way of stocks on here, I'm thinking we can just straight up upgrade this and then extend it, because it's still got the old cobbled stone roads. Accidentally, I clicked on, as I do every time, I clicked on stations, trains. And as you can see, I've added another mod. It is the Italian assets for stations. We'll go and do something with Domo and make it look a little more Italian, which would be rather nice because that would mean you could tell that we're entering a different country. We've crossed the border only briefly. It's just a small section of northern Italy that we have on our map. But anyway, what was you doing? Yes, stations. What I think we can do is use the by-era versions of these for a start. They'll have the correct road on them, and we can go with... Oh, that's not available. Okay, so we're only using this one. But what we can do is turn off the, I believe, the lampposts. Yes, we can click no on that so that we can detail it up a little bit, and we can send it, I guess somewhere in the middle will do. Oh, and I believe, what else can you can turn off entrance. No, there we go. And then we can make our own. That is perfect. Okay, so we'll stick this here. We'll go straight in, configure it. We can get rid of, yes, that. Stick these back on. However, they won't have bizarre lampposts in between them. Then we can have these at either end. We can go a little bit further as well. That's good to see. There we go. I think they stop somewhere in the middle, don't they? So that would make more sense to me. Now this side, we can perhaps have like coverings. I would say possibly this one. Yeah, let's go for the sheds there. We are making a path to the factory. Then we can have a long old shed running down here. It doesn't have to go all the way, does it? No. Make it a little bit different. We'll add this at the end, just there. Do we have room to add one more? It's a little bit close, but I'll take it. Yes, there we go. It's flattened the ground over there, which is kind of nice. That's better. Again, I would rather it not be this huge, but this is what we've got to deal with. There are mods, I believe, to increase the capacity of these. But we'll run with this now. There we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, no. That's not the size you want. Let's switch those around, shall we? We want that one to be on there. There we go. I love the way they just quickly swap sides. That's beautiful. Right, perfect. Just in time for our train, I hope. We did pause it, so it should only just be... yeah, it's just pulling in now. Then what we'll do next is we'll set up the commuter, and then finally we will set up our express line. Our German express. It's going to head all the way from the north side of the map down to the southern side into Italy. Right, so he's on his way, 307. It's going to be still too much for that platform. Eventually, this train will be making a multi-drop into Oberhofen. We're just getting it running and making what money we can off it. It's going to make us money regardless of whether it uses it. It's not optimal by any means, however, it is still making us money. I have upgraded this track as well and done a bit of weeding. So if we go up to this junction here, you'll see it's partially upgraded. Bit of reinforcement done. Will we have it high-speed track all the way? Possibly at some point. I kind of like it with the older tracks mixed with the new tracks. I love these trains, I will say. This is what we're going to have, I believe. Yeah. We'll have one of these running the new commuter down to Interlaken. Currently it will only go as far as Spiez, but it will run from Steffisburg to Thun, then to Spiez and eventually Interlaken. So shall we get that set up now? All the signalling is done. We'll definitely start from here. They may even start getting on and off at the tram and buses then. New line, let's do it. We're going to get a brand new commuter and we're going to have to shuffle around our platforms. So first we'll just get everything in and see what we can do with it. I've also got an idea, like I said, to have a bypass for another commuter running under here, purely for scenery, possibly not for making much money. But it'll give them options and it'll add to it, wouldn't it? Right, so how do we want to do this? Can we get across here? Yes, we can. Might send... do you know, that's begging for this, the oil train, to actually go through this outside platform. Yeah, because we can go this way, can't we? I do like that. We could add a waypoint at the end there. So if we leave it like that, that's pretty much perfect. We need to see what you're using here. Yes, because we'll be heading off to Interlaken. And we will be going that way, then this way. Currently it only has one way on here, so that is blocking it. Kinda nice. We may need another signal there to start with. I guess I could have just added a two-way one temporarily until we get Interlaken hooked up. But other than that, it's okay, isn't it? We're going to have this one green to match our other local service. So we're just colouring them green for now, rather than having them all white or red. That is perfect. This is how we're going to do it. There we go. We'll go and pick a train out and get that underway shortly. You can't just call it that though. So this is going to be Steffisburg to... I mean, eventually it's going to be Interlaken. So I'm just going to add it in, even though it's only going as far as Spiez for now. The rest of it's bus service. Where have we heard that before? Yeah, we've got the buses running the rest of the journey. Do we though? We don't. We could have. I mean, it'll be an option, right? Okay, what else do we need to do? We need to actually change this line, don't we? The oil freight to add another station. That's Spiez. So after the oil yard, I'd like you, if possible, to go via here. We can, yeah, there we go. That keeps it out of the way, and then we don't even cross over. Oh, isn't that lovely? That just works. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I'm all sorts of happy. Right, so that's that happening. We can close that. That will sort itself out. Yes, I would like another signal just here. We've still got some work to do, as always. I mean, if you ever download this map, I do update it occasionally, mainly when there's big changes going on. You can finish off some of the scenery or change it, or perhaps even delete the lines and do your own lines, either realistic or just to make more money. Anyway, what we're looking for, that's right, these. But we're going to have this one because they're both going the same way. It's going to go, oh yes, we've still got the invisible track there. What on earth are you hooking to? If we just put that in there, what we can do is get us some of these. We'll get this one here because we're changing over. And yes. And then we'll have the standard one next to it. Like that. There we go. Actually, it doesn't need to be that. We'll just have it. We could have it like that to say possible complete crossover, or we can have another junction here. I don't know what we're doing with it yet. But for now, it looks the part, doesn't it? There we go. These would act more like distance signals now, so that's fine. Okay, but we need to get us another one of these on to run our local service, so we'll do that. We'll take it from this depot. 5 vehicles. We need an EMU, and it's going to be the Mirage, and we're going to add 2 of those. Oh, do you know what we could do? We could also colour it green. I've not tried it in green. There we go. Lovely. It does colour. And it's going on to the Steffensburg Interlaken line. Let's have a look at this coming out in green. As our oil. No. Coal. And iron ore train goes by. Never been oil. Okay, yeah, we're waiting to come out. There goes one of our other express ones. Michael. Come on. Well, you've got to wait for that to clear. You can't just go, can you? You can't just pull up to the back of it like you can in a car. Very dangerous. There we go. He's away. Yep, you're welcome. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? This is going to be... I mean, it comes out already dirty, which is impressive. I don't know what that's all about. I like it, though. It feels lived in, doesn't it? Yeah, it feels like it's already done some work. Perhaps we repurposed it. It's actually nice and long. Is it too long? No, it should be alright. I like this. I like this for a commuter. There, away it goes, picking up a little bit of speed. We've still got to work on this junction. I would like the express line to be the leading line. I'll save that because I would like to get our... Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? I'd like to get our German Express running today as well. There goes our, not oil, our coal and iron ore train that's carrying empties. Yes, I did have to think about that. I don't know why. I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. This is what happens. This is what happens. Between recording episodes, I'll sit here and stare at this for ages. I'll even set up cameras with this thing here. I'll be like, yeah, let's sit here for, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then I'll hide that, hit space, and away we go. It does look nice. Oh, look at the train, the 2 passenger trains, although our express is held up by the rust bucket. I mean the mountain railway. The lovely mountain railway train. It'll get some love before the end of the series. Fear not. Oh, that looks wonderful. Anyway, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Sitting here admiring stuff. Alright, hit space again. Spacebar is my pause and play. I don't know whether that's the default now. That's always what I use. Change it to anyway. There we go. There goes our passenger train. Do we have any? But we do. There we go. We have people waiting at our station already. Again, I don't know how they're going to walk out of here. Who's here? Huh? Maria Johnson. Where are you going? Where are you going? You are going to... Which one are you going to? Destination. Industrial building via Steffensburg, blah, blah, blah. Industrial building. Okay. Wait, is that where she's heading? Yes, to the industrial building in Domo. She's going to Italy. From here, from one side of the map to the other. There you go, guys. Our network is working. I'm actually chuffed to bits about that. I really am. Oh, that's amazing. With lines indeed. And you're not a car owner. Oh, it gave me a warm, glowy feeling. Who else we got? Where are you going, Ethan? You're also going to an industrial building, so going to work. And in St. Stefan. My word, this is just how connected and how willing they are. He's a car owner, but it's just how willing they are to travel via our network. Even though it's not a direct line, because if you were gaming this, you would go as direct as possible, right? But since we're trying to make it realistic, we've got all this bypass and reusing tracks and combining lines to use the same piece of track, much like you would in real life. I mean, it adds a layer of difficulty, yes, but I prefer that challenge. I mean, you don't technically have to play it on hard mode as well then, do you? Because you're adding your own hard mode. We might need more trains running this, especially when it goes all the way to Interlaken as well. And then we have the connections to Brienz. And we will eventually go up to up in the mountain, the Grindelwald there. Grindelwald? Not sure. Someone said there was a quarry up in the middle of nowhere. David White, I believe you said there was a quarry somewhere. Where is it? We've got this one, we're using it. And we're using that one. I can't see another quarry. I mean, we could build one. That's an option. There looks like quarry territory, doesn't it? I mean, there's things we can do to finish off the series. So you've put off the big express line. It's technically doing what our other express does, except in true train timetable fashion, this one is going to skip stops and hopefully start overtaking our all-stop express. Where's this going to go? I guess the origin should be Thun, as it would be possibly coming from the north. Yes, Thun will be its origin. New line. This is going to be our express. I don't know what we're calling it. We're just going to call it an express. And it's going to skip Speeds, yes, and only stop at Visp. I mean, it's not really the middle. In fact, Frutigen would be the middle, but it's a small town. Visp is bigger than Frutigen. Oh, do you know, it's tempting, but then it's not very express-like, is it? We don't have any way to get onto here. We could do something interesting. We could stop on the way back and double up. I don't know. We'll stop at Whisper now. Visp. It gives it a nice little run. It gives it an opportunity also to overtake a Brig and at Speeds there. Yes, I like this idea. And we've got another spare platform here. Don't click on the freight station. Then we're going to go in here. And then that should be it, right? Now we've got to look at how this is going to be managed. I suppose we can have this one white, this line. Yes, we'll have this one white. Now, given this is the one that's going through, and this is the fastest line, perhaps our stopping services should all stop here, including our express. I mean, we've got a straight run through here, but we are going to be waiting for it on that side. It depends. Can you make that work at speeds? Can you stop at... This is after Visp, so we want to be heading that way. Platform 2? Can you do that? Yes, the game is saying yes. There we go. We've freed up that. Well, I mean, we could do it like that. It'll cross over itself. Bit bizarre. Now, white line is going through. It will get held up by this, although it's tempting to have a bypass just here for that. Well, our mountain railway. Our mountain railway could join in with this one, couldn't it? And actually terminate here instead, since it's going to get a little bit busy on this side. I sort of like that idea because the frequency isn't much to worry about at the moment. Do you know what? I like it. Yes, we're going to do that, guys. Let's get this. This is our express line. Let's go back. That means this is going to be P1, the next one at speeds. You do get a cross ramp. Yes. Our other line is going to head up this way. The white line is going to come back that way. So after here, we're going to need a waypoint. After, ooh, which one is it? It'll be after Toon, right? After Toon, could you go via here? There we go. That's going to be fun to see all these. Look at all the people. He's like, dude, can you stop changing the platform, please? Yeah, this is going to be sort of an empty platform. We could stop here, though. It's not set in stone. We may be able to change it a little bit. Now we can terminals. We need to put this one with this one. Rise them to speed. So that will be on 5. Let's just see how that does. Okay. Okay, that's a little tidier, isn't it? We get across quite early as well. Yeah, I like this. I mean, we're coming up to a busy section, and this bit here is fairly slow anyway. The main thing I would like is just an option to go past our express as it comes in now. Our other express, and then continue on its way. Got this section where there could be a little bit of a snarl up. Our freight train comes past here as well. But if we add another one here, which we do have room. Yeah, that looks like a plan, doesn't it? That means this never interferes. And our freight train would never interfere, and we could do some more junction work up there. How are you full? You are. Do you know what we could do with these now? We can afford it. Let's quickly just replace. We can replace them, can't we? Yeah, there's our freight train, guys. Our freight train? Yes, that's exactly what that is. Our express train that's going to do that new line. Line 1 as it's called now. Like high speed 1. Here's the new coaches. Spoiler alert. There we go. They go with the what's it called? The 103? Yes, the 103.1. So we've got those coming. There we go. Replace that. Oh, if I tick that, will it replace them both? Ooh, you're beautiful. There we go. This is going to be Domo. I mean, it's the same, isn't it? No, because you haven't renamed the other one. Toon Express. And then this one is now... Oh, no. Why did you delete it all? That was silly. Domodosler to Toon. Oh, just hit that spacebar as hard as possible. Like, yeah. And that's just non-express. Stopping. I mean, I guess that's what you could call it. But we'll just leave it as that, as it doesn't have another version. I think we're in. Should we see how that... Oh, no, you're not in. We need to monitor everywhere else. Yeah, we are sharing this. We are eventually... Do you know what we're going to need there? Signaling. Blocking. Otherwise, they're going to snarl up behind each other. I like that we've got the red and white line going straight through the middle of the map. Very apt. I do like this. It's a little bit quicker here. It does have to slow down to cross over, but everything's stopping at our interchange at this. So, not too bad. What's happening here? Well, you know what this means, don't you? We can change where the stopping service goes here. We change the platform at Brig to be... It would be 6 or... Oh, the numbering's bizarre. This one after Brig would be... No, it's Brig, not Wisp. This one would be 4. No, after... No, it would be 3. Yes, yes. And then this one would be 4. There we go. And we've got another option of overtaking. I like this. It should add a little bit to the scenery. And the cab rides as well. As we'll see the express overtake the stopping service. Perfect. Now what do we do, guys? Absolutely. It is time to build our lovely German train. 5 vehicles. First off, a big, beefy BR1031. It's a monster. We can eventually change these, you see, to other trains from around Europe. Just give us an excuse to explore some of the mods on the workshop, and such as these passenger wagons. So what do we have here? I don't know what any of that says. One of these have got to be like cattle class, not standard class, perhaps. First class, and a fancy viewing car, perhaps, similar to the American Amtrak ones. Yeah, Well, that's got to be in the middle, hasn't it, really? So, well, closest to the loco. Is that normally first class? You would think it would be at the end, right? At the back, because it'll be less noisy. I don't know how they work it. We'll add these in. That's capacity 30. And if, well, actually, this is, oh, they're all 15. Is that low? What are these? 30. 21. Well, they don't carry many, do they? No. Well, it's only, it's not for profit, is it? And then, ooh, we could technically do, no, you don't want people walking through first class. We add that one there. And then we add another one there. And then another one. And then a couple of first class at the end. Good. I'm not saying good. I'm just saying that's what it's given us, a rate of good. It's going to be pretty nippy. It's our fastest train. Are we happy with that? I mean, it's in the right colours, so we'll just leave it as is. Let's do it. And let's stick that on the Domodossola Tune Express. Just say Domo Grand. It's much easier for you. Should we take a look at her coming out? Or not? Ooh, we could do this, couldn't we? There we go. What are we waiting for? Of course we're waiting for something. Well, we're coming out of the depot anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, we're waiting for you. It's one of our machine trains. Goods train. All the trains. It does a lot, doesn't it? Right, here comes our train. 1032269. I guess that's the loco number and class number. And along with its carriages. They do look fantastic. Thank you for pointing those out. Oh, DB. There we go. Was that Deutsche Bahn? I love it. I love it. It's a bit blurry because we've got it zoomed in. But I like that centre coat. Oh, it is. Look, people can sit in there. And you can have a little look out and there's little flowers on the table. Well, that's got to be first class, hasn't it? So what do you reckon, guys? Are you happy with this? We'll probably end with a ride on this one, won't we? There we go, picking up speed. Look how quickly that picks up speed as soon as it gets out the depot. It's not too long. It's acceptably long, isn't it? It's definitely acceptably long. I love it. Okay, I'm glad we were all on board with that. Even if it doesn't stop at Interlaken, where it would, I believe, usually stop. But doing the full length of the map will give it a little bit of a chance to stretch its legs. There we go, bring up the UI again. We'll see how many people use it as opposed to our standard train. Or our standard train, our stopping express. That is soon picking up speed. Look at you go. These sound nice. They don't sound like the standard sound effects on there. Already doing 130 odd kilometers an hour. You beautiful thing. Oh, if we go over here, we'll see it go through the station. See, everybody's waiting on this side. We may need to play around with platform assignments and tweak our network just a little bit. We should find somewhere else for these buses. There's possibly some candidates around the map. We spent a fortune. Most of that was on that train. We did buy a commuter as well, which we can check on in a bit. How many people are waiting for what? Well, look at that. Nicely spread out. We may be able to drop one of the trains off our passenger service, as it might not be needed. Or we could drop a coach off them to keep the frequency up. I don't know. With this extra express, which is coming through now. There it goes. I mean, it's crawling through, but it's passing through a station. Sometimes that happens. Like I said, it's a slow part of the network. There we go. A crossing that's never used. Oh, it's really got some speed up because of the acceleration. This section of track isn't that quick, so we can do all sorts with this. It is going to have that third line as well. And here comes our brand new commuter. Anybody on yet? Just a few. Just the 77 people. Look at that. Oh, it's lovely. I'm excited. I love it when stuff... oh, you almost 18'd it there a little bit. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh yes, I was supposed to add a couple more wagons to this. Well, we got distracted, or I did, with express trains. Hey, people are using it. People are using it. I love that person that was going all the way to Italy from here, one of the furthest parts of our map. And it's, I'm guessing they're changing trains at 2 would make sense. This is the whole point of this. We'll have 2 trains servicing this, but one's going to do the little bypass that we're going to do next time out, I think. I have plans for it. It shouldn't affect our network. Due to the frequencies, they should dance between each other nicely. Similar to how they would be if they were timetabled. This needs tidying up. Everything needs tidying up. No, not everything. How are we doing over here? Oh, do you know what we might need? I just realised we've probably not got enough trucks delivering, have we? No. Manage vehicle. Do you know what? Just duplicate the lot. Because there's 2. There we go. We've got 4 running that now. What was the frequency? Now. Interlaken. Frequency of 284. That's excessive. Probably didn't need that many. Okay. Undo. Undo one of those, please. Where are they? Which depot have they come out of? Oh, they come out of this one, haven't they? Have they? I don't know where they are. Oh, dear. Well, I mean, we could click on them. Manage vehicle. Where are you guys? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that works, doesn't it? That's perfect. Except, we're going to sell you. There we go. I think 3 will do us. What sort of line rate does that give us? That was a little excessive. That still gives us 212. Perfect. That should about cope. Interlaken currently requires 185. Again, we're missing a station up here that we're going to deliver to. What else are we missing? There's another drop-off, isn't there, at Visp? How do we get over there? Oh, we've got this little bypass line here. Just... I don't know how we'd get over there. We might need to draw us another track going around the outside of the depot here. Past the sidings. And then join in after the bridge because there's enough room here. Yes, I like that. And then we enter into the tunnel. So it'll be a sort of an express freight route into Visp. I do want to put a freight station here. I don't know how I'm going to fit it in or where it's going. It's again unfortunate we don't have curved stations. It would be kind of lovely somewhere. It's a bit of a tight squeeze wherever we... Oh, here. That might be a thing we can do. Oh, possibly. There is some freight action over this side. Yes, it is entirely possible. I mean, I know we shouldn't be running freight down there because that's our speedy express trains, but we're restricted, aren't we? I think it's better than running it all the way through here and then having to somehow turn around and then go out that way and then deliver it. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. We'll stop off here and park there. As long as we keep the frequency down. We could have some sort of mixed service going down there as well. There's things to ponder. How is our roads down here? What sort of trucks do we have? Now's a bad time to be doing this. It's right near the end of the episode. And you're about to contemplate changes. Well, actually, they're keeping up, aren't they? That's lovely. Rate 443. Wow, that's a little excessive. Or is it? It might be perfect. 400. Well, there you go. It's about perfect. What we can do is manage this line, couldn't we? Yeah, let's update this. I know it's running like clockwork at the moment. However, what we should do is run the newer vehicles. And at Sion East, is that where we are? We wait until full here. We'll know how many trucks we've got in excess because we're about to replace them all. With... we don't have any dedicated logging trucks for this. We could... yeah, I kind of like them being flatbeds then. Oh, we'll just leave you as is and see if we've got too many trucks. It's looking like we have slightly. Obviously, the rate suggests that. Oh no, it's gone down to 328 for some reason. Okay. That's not true. buses, guys, buses. What sort of buses do... These are fine running this. They're a bit old, but they're fine. They're okay as well. What do we have running down here? These ones are okay. They run around. There goes our express. Oh, it's so peacefully lovely. Oh, doesn't that sound wonderful? Oh, you're amazing. There we go. It crosses over here. And then it'll stop at this. This, for us, is much bigger than real life. But it kind of works, given its location on the map. We're missing a few other large cities that are just off to the north and the south of the map. So, yeah, there we go. Are people waiting? Let's... Did I manage to click? I clicked on Jackson O'Neill. It's spreading people out, isn't it? We might be able to cut back on the other service. And how long is this train? Well, actually, it's shorter than our express trains. It's little. Yeah, it's quite little. I just wondered what that was. It's our little commuter. We could maybe have that other commuter for that, but I like this. It's just doing its thing, isn't it? Oh, look at the timing as it pulls away. People are actually sat in here, guys. They're actually sat in here. Anyway, no cab rides. We'll have one at the end once we get to Italy. I am pleased with that. I am pleased with this and the fact that some people are using it. It's not got the biggest of the largest of capacities. We can adjust as needed, can't we? We can play around with the capacity of the other one now as well, the express line, as we have that just pulling away. We've still got 80 people on board. Well, do you know what? Given that, we can change them. Let's just double check. Obviously, we're not going to delete Heidi. That one's full. That one's got 6 people on. And that one's full. Where on earth are you? Oh, you're just heading this way. Well, we might be able to get rid of one. Domo, how many people do you have waiting here? They've all decided to go on the express. Yes, well, which train is it that's coming down here? We can probably get rid of it. I would say that might not be a bad idea. Is it train 12? No, that's... Oh, we need a better name for it than train 12. We are going to do some naming of trains. Before the end of the series, we'll have a special bit on that. So, fear not. Save your names for then. Where did it go? I've lost it. Was it heading to... Right, I found it, guys. It was heading the other way. It's only got 6 people on it, and there are only 18 people waiting. Yeah. Get rid of one? I mean, it seems busy in other places. The express doesn't stop here, so... Maybe? I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Let it bed in first, right? Because it's still got a way to go. But the possibility is there. We're going to delete one of these. Bring the service back. And that way we've just got the express doing a slightly different, more expressy route. Yep. Yep. Ooh, these could do with the... Goodness me! Well, we're not keeping up with demand here. And for a start, what on earth are these buses? Italy's been neglected. Can we not clone them all? Think about what you're clicking. Replace vehicles. We definitely want this on, don't we? There we go. There we go. I didn't even notice. We should have checked this a bit sooner. That's fine though. That should start sweeping those away. What was that all? Okay. Are you upgrade? Did you downgrade? Why did you downgrade? Well, what number bus is this anyway? This is the number 3. Did you have your hazard lights on? I never noticed that before. Do you put hazards on when you stop or when you're about to pull out? What do you do? Or was you just indicating to go 2 ways at once? Which is interesting. No, I don't know. I've never seen them have like a hazard light on. That should start getting this down. I wonder why it's so busy. Are they not stopping here? Oh, wait a minute. What service is that? No, we do stop in here. Yeah, we do. We stop in here. Why are you so... Why is no one coming into here? We have pathing into there, don't we? Yeah, we do. I never understand that. They'll walk all the way down to the bus stop here. It's very bizarre. When there's a bus stop right there, and I believe there's some paths to go in the back. Unclear. Unclear. Anyway, guys, should we end it with a cab ride on our express? I don't know where it is. Alright, guys, that's been an episode. I found us our express train. We've just left Brig. We went through quite slowly as there's a bit of a turn, which is fairly realistic. I'll leave you to go through the tunnel and see what sort of speed we get up. It's a bit roller coastery after it. I might still need to work on that. Thank you for watching. It was a bit of a different one today, wasn't it? We're playing with some trains, some trucks, some buses. And yeah, I liked that. We may have to keep an eye on some of our older networks, as I have a feeling they're a bit overburdened, perhaps, possibly, and maybe really old as well. There might be some ancient buses still running around the map in places, so we'll do that when we come back, as well as complete some of our the rest of our network over in Toon to the... Ooh, where would it be? To the west of it. There's 2 towns I'd like to hook up there. And then we get to go to Interlaken and finish off that section. Then up into the mountain. Grindelwald. Something like that. And then Brienz as well. So lots to do. Still lots to do. And we've got our mountain resorts to... Goodness me. Goodness me. Alright guys, that's it from me. And until next time, take care.